So it's not surprising to see black women respond to this, or the Negro Hotep spear, or the black gynocentric spear of Negro Twitter, where you're getting a lot of this whole finger waving of, look what white women are doing. Meanwhile, at the same time, a black man just died by a gunshot wound to the head, I believe, or the face, by his so-called wife in front of his kids, and either his mother or that woman's mother. But you're not getting these whole conversations of black men are endangered by women in general, whether it's their own women, white women. It's just kind of it's just this whole, we're gonna keep that a hush and hush, and this is why they're really sweeping that Khadijah story under the rug. But they sure as black women sure as hell want to tell you about how much they didn't even like Johnathan Majors, and I've noticed that shit. I've noticed how black women weren't, they weren't even attracted to him. They weren't, despite what he'd done or how he reinvented himself, and maybe his Negro features were too strong, but I think this is why a lot of black actors struggle dating black women or getting their acceptance. Because even with the John Boyega fiasco of him saying, "Hey, I only date black women," and get over it, and it was just a weird article and a statement from him. Cause I'm like, okay, bro, your last girlfriends were white. So who are you telling to back off? And I'm yet to see. It's been what, 6 months or 4 months since his little announcement, and like who's dating him? Not even Lori Harvey is fucking with him. So I'm yet to be I don't understand this worship thing. But here we have we're on Negro Twitter, and I haven't even been on this in years. But here we go. So Johnathan Majors is only 33. So I'm open to believing that what he did in his early 20s wasn't well thought out. And that really just means him dating white women. None of us were bright then either. Nothing about the way that man moves says he doesn't like black women. So let me read it. Nothing the way, there's too many double negatives. Nothing about the way that man moves says he doesn't like black women. I think she's defending him. I think it's not really clear because there's way too many negatives. You could just easily say, make that sentence a lot simpler. But here we got Dre Owens. Johnathan Majors is going to date nothing but black women after this. Oh, that's why. When just now we had a black man die from a black woman. But you pro-blacks they continue to ignore that story. You thought she was gonna try to lie and ruin your life, bro? Come on. Our moms warned us never to date white women for this reason. So black women don't lie. What happened to the Brian Banks situation? Black women just lie in different ways, and more so, they lie on paternity. And this is why black women, that viral question came out about, should paternity tests be mandatory and required by law. You had a whole bunch of black women say, "Oh hell the fuck no! You better believe that kid is yours." So I find that kind of strange. But black women are so easily believable. Yeah, I can easily find stories of black women killing black men. but our mothers aren't saying shit. I wonder why. Black women were tearing Jonathan Majors up in that movie trailer. Yeah, I would agree. The way black women thirst is gonna propel this run that Jonathan Majors is on. Oh, this is an old tweet. Cause baby, I'ma see devotion, and I don't even know what it's about. The ignorance of women. Black women praises these features on black men. I mean, look at how much we adore Jonathan Majors. Really, I've seen so many, you know, Negro, black, slander against him by so-called black women. Now all of a sudden y'all are attracted to that shit. Okay, but they often aren't appreciated on us. Oh my God. And it doesn't even have to be directly stated that they aren't appreciated. It's implied in so many ways by black men. All right, another ugly girl argument. I hope y'all don't be arguing over Jonathan Major. Wow, this was in October 2020. 2022. I hope y'all don't be arguing over Jonathan Majors all day. He doesn't even date black women for real. And I'm kind of wondering, like, okay, did Jonathan Majors ever said anything bad about black women? I mean, could he be compared to the so-called or alleged colorist, anti-black woman statements by Chris Brown? But you guys will still go to his concerts. But, an innocent man that's just dating a white woman, now all of a sudden, it's this, he's this evil piece of shit. And it's like, it's funny how, niggas will work for white people, enjoy their spaces, and even mimic them. But God forbid a black man wants to date a white woman just once. God forbid that shit. Laughing. Okay. The train is never late. Just 2 days ago, black women was willing to go to war to convince other black women that Jonathan Majors is attractive with his big nose. But here are these same nig cells. Another ugly girl argument. I ain't trying to hear all that shit. I hate when they do this shit. I think because I spelled his name wrong. I'll do the latest, so make it, because they'll make it more relevant. Let my girl cook. Okay, black men have more privilege than white women. I said it. What? See, this is the crazy. This is why I don't be on Twitter, man, because it just be crazy. Okay. Here's the new hierarchy. The hierarchy of privilege in our society is the following. The white men, white women, black men. Proof can be found in employment practices and criminal justice system. Just because you didn't get your way doesn't mean you're less privileged than someone black. Okay, I think she was okay. Let's pretend like we didn't see someone and their mother try to defend Jonathan Majors after he attacked a white woman is crazy. But to put black men below black women too, you wildin'. Okay. I have one question about the Jonathan Majors things. Didn't he have a wife? Like a white one that people think pieces of him protecting black women and then marrying a white woman? Or did I just make things up? Yeah, I think he just made things up. Okay, so here we go. Black women will always find a way to defend black men. Black men that don't even like them, by the way. Jonathan Majors, who called the police, doesn't matter. The bruises and choke marks are what matters, unless the woman beat her own ass, which is possible, which could have been a lie, but I don't know. Jonathan Majors was the one who called the police, called 911 out of concern of his girlfriend. When the police arrived, she changed up her story that they arrested him. Why did these details get left out of the narrative? And this is a reality check for black men, that black women will always put their foot forward, or actually their foot on your neck, to claim that they own you. And they will never let it go. They'll never say that you have agency to date whoever you want. And these bitches will show their true colors when situations like this happen, because this is worse than the Nate Parker situation. At least with the Nate Parker situation, black women didn't really. It seemed more of a Hollywood lynch hunt rather than a thing that most black. Because really, when you meet everyday black women, they didn't even know who Nate Parker was, or even what his movie Birth of a Nation was about. It was mostly feminists that were attacking him. So, but here in this situation, because Jonathan Majors was marketed as a sex god, now they're crucifying the man that they always hated. And let's keep going. As a black man, I want to remind my fellow brethren, though Tiger doesn't consider himself black, that when you get these women, you risk a lot. Tiger Woods now, Jonathan Majors. Look at Denzel Washington. Look at Samuel Jackson on how we should share our success and lives with a black woman. But then Denzel, he knew her for a long time. But here's the thing, though. So what? I might have to do research on black celebrities who got burnt by their black wives. It's easy for artists, rappers, but being an actor is is basically a different class and a different atmosphere. So it's funny that you never brought up Michael B. Jordan when he dated Lori Harvey, and you guys were championing about her leaving his ass because he's too nice. And you guys were talking about all this agency that women have, that even if a guy wants to commit, she can just leave his ass and do something else. I'm like, really? And if you're going to allow that type of behavior to happen, then guys shouldn't be wasting their time trying to commit to women, especially black women. And I'll still tell this dude, okay, hey, if liking a black woman is the bee's knees, why is John Boyega single? He's made it loud and clear that he loves black women, but I'm yet to see black celebrities, or really black women in general, even like his ass. So it's easy for you to say, yeah, white women are getting a little out of control, but so are black women. And the thing is that really everyday brothers really should be talking more about how the hell black women bring to black men's lives. So it's just really crazy. So here we go. Jonathan Majors may have been cleared, so expect the shea butter black women, to stomp on their feet even louder to make sure he's canceled. They can't resist the urge to cancel black men, even innocent ones. Yeah, and it's ridiculous. All you have to do is just date a white woman, and the fucking lynch mob is here. And black women will fight tooth and nail to be Mrs. Cartwright, even though they don't even have a white man themselves, even if they're not even attracted to a white man, they will try their best to be Mrs. Cartwright. All right, let's. I couldn't have spoken on either side of the Johnathan Majors situation, but I clearly can't help to notice that the same men who were anti-Majors when black women were in love with him are now pro-Majors when it's alleged that he's an abuser. What a wild thing to align your support. We don't have to agree with the guy's decisions all the fucking time. That's the thing about being a man. I don't have to agree. I don't have to be 100%. I'm not. You actually should be applauding men for that, because that shows that we're not followers. But we do have a camaraderie to where, hey, we're not gonna allow black men to be railroaded. The way Johnathan Majors showed love to black women, I would have never guessed he had a white girlfriend. Okay? I mean, you can show humanity, love and humanity for black women and still date whoever you want. It's not an open invitation to just... A lot of you guys are very wild. That's the thing. It's like, okay, yes, you can love black women as a person or even still be attracted to them and still date a white woman. You can date whoever. Like, maybe, does anyone ever ask about his preferences? Does anyone ever ask what he likes? Y'all are doing all of this some assumptions and assuming that he hates black women or that he has some type of fucking grudge. And I'm like, you bitches didn't even do this. You guys didn't even do this research when fucking Trevor Noah was talking about how much he loved and appreciated black women. Y'all bitches didn't cancel him. And that nigga would never touch a black woman in his fucking life. From Africa or from here. I knew Johnathan Majors was trash before this. And I criticized black women for coming to his defense weeks ago. He made his bed, now lay in it. You know, and what's funny is that black women were the so-called faces of the, you know, prison reform, legal justice, and we're seeing the true colors. You know, ever since Black Lives Matter disbanded, even before that, we're seeing that slave catcher mentality to where black women are, you know, salivating and are in love with the fact of seeing black men being teared down, even more so the white men. You know, even white men are now discovering or new in the discovery of divestors, and many of them are so curious and like, what the fuck? How the hell do you guys hate black men that much to where you're investing your livelihood to promote the abortion of black babies, black male babies? That's crazy. But these same stupid bitches will still have sex with black men. You know, you will never be Mrs. Cartwright. Also, I told black women to stop. Okay, that was the. Yeah. Okay. Oh wow, she is talking hella crazy. Dear black women defending Johnathan Majors, don't save him. He don't want to be saved. Why do y'all rush to protect black men that don't want nothing to do with you? If the shoe were on the other foot, they would defend you. Would they defend you? Did Johnathan Majors speak up for Megan? What did he? He wasn't okay. That's not even a correlation. He might have. He might have. Who's to say that he didn't? The thing was, again, it's a different realm. But hey, I'm pretty sure he stood by her, or he didn't. He wasn't an instrumental figure in her in her court case. But again, like, she's in the music industry. He's an actor. He might not even be that close to the hip hop industry. I don't even think he's that type of brother to be that into it. So, again, this assumption that he didn't care or that he hates black women is wild. This is beautiful. Black love, black men. There is still principled black women available. Black women, you are our kryptonite. Reject the feminist poison they feed you. Saw this beautiful picture on Instagram after seeing who got Jonathan Majors. I'm like, bro, you just literally just grabbing shit. That nigga could be beating her ass too. Y'all niggas just are too desperate for this black love. The black woman is so perfect. I'm like, what where are you guys from? Okay, black women are so loving. They're so this. Okay, why are they leading in divorce? Why are they beating your asses? Why are they killing you? Why are they championing killing your sons? Why are they so ungrateful to deal with? They want nothing to do with you. They champion and parade not being with you. Talk to these educated women or women in general, black women in general, who are in their mid-30s to 40s, shaking their ass about they don't have no kids. Okay, that's cool, but they also ain't married, and no one's checking for them. And they would rather be unmarried with no kids than be with your black ass. And that's a reality check for you. Been hearing a lot of black women are saying Jonathan Majors is dealing with this shit because he fucks with white women. Meanwhile, before he was who he is, sisters were probably curving the fuck out of him. Probably had nicknames for him and everything. And I believe it. And I fucking believe it. And we need to stop acting as if black women don't make fun of us for how the way we look. And many non-select brothers can talk because we're always shamed for being skinny, wearing glasses, being under 6'1". So again, this princessing of black women, that's gonna end here, man. Black women saying this ain't our fight because a black man chose to date a white woman, although he's never showed disrespect to us. It just looks thirsty and bitter on our part. Oh, accountability. Okay. Okay. Well, would you tell your black sons that if they chose to date a white girl? They probably would. They'd probably excommunicate them. Because I've even heard this before the Jonathan Majors situation, to where black men were saying they couldn't even touch white women with a 6-foot pole because their mama told them not to fuck with them. So yeah, black mothers will not hesitate to disassociate their sons if they're dealing with a white woman, but they'll keep their sons around if they're gay. They call Jonathan Majors every homophobic name in the book because black women were loving him out loud. Y'all were jealous as fuck. Now he's tainted like y'all, and y'all support him. Just weird and gross. Yeah, okay, whatever. Those black women are not believing Jonathan Majors solely on the fact that he was dating outside of his race. Oh, yes, sir, we know Mr. 444. Oh, yeah, we know this. But when Halle Berry was getting her ass whooped or getting verbally abused, let's say if that was to ever happen today or at the same time, black women would be expecting us to believe her and take her fuck ass side. Kind of funny that not too long ago, y'all was so on Jonathan Majors' ass for that gay ass Ebony cover. Now y'all trying to defend him. We don't have to agree or like everything that we do. We have a right to criticize him. That doesn't mean we need to be a follower. Already addressed this. Doesn't need to be addressed again. Okay, someone's making the Nate Parker connections. I love it. And black women will support them blindly, even though the vast majority of violence and sexual crimes against black women are... Oh, what the... My bad, I did not read that. I just saw Nate Parker. I thought this motherfucker was... Oh God. All right. The violence and sexual crimes against black women are perpetrated by black men, despite the fact that black men like Majors and Nate Parker wouldn't spit on them if they were on fire. Pedro. Who the fuck is this? This has to be one of those white supremacist troll accounts. All right, so okay, this must be one of those motherfuckers who believe in that every 5.5 hours shit. Okay, so it's black women who should be beaten by y'all Negroes. Also, there are many black men who have gone through a quick rise to fame without being accused of impurity. What makes Johnathan Majors a special target at this time? You know, could this shit have been a hit? I don't know. I don't know if somebody planned it. Johnathan Major, I can tell this is probably an FBA brother. Johnathan Major's accuser, yeah, we know. We're not canceling Johnathan Majors. What's sad about this is that black women made this all about themselves, and they have to. That's their fucking God complex. That's their narcissism. That's them needing therapy that they claim that we black men need. Of course, they have to make everything about them. Instead, they should be trying to get lawyers. You know, all these dumb bitches with law degrees, and all these bitches who are social workers and criminal defense lawyers and attorneys and shit. Where the fuck are you guys at? This man shouldn't be doing this shit on his own. A lot of I ain't even fucking with it. Oh, thank you. I love this one. Black women turn into honorary white men when allegations are brought into a black man. Only black women and white boys celebrate Johnathan Major's downfall. The same demographics that had nothing to say about Ezra Miller and Dana White. Yeah, and you bitches, yeah, said nothing. And the thing what's crazy is that there's actually video evidence of Ezra Miller, not White, Ezra Miller beating up women. At least with the Dana White situation, from what I've heard, his girlfriend hit him back and he retaliated. Whether it's wrong or right, I don't give a fuck. But the Ezra Miller shit is fucking unwarranted. That's just unwarranted violence. This dude's a creep. And there's so many stories and video proof of him terrorizing women all over the world. But yet this motherfucker gets to still star in a fucking movie. And Warner Brothers baited you motherfuckers to come watch it because, oh, Michael Keaton's in that shit. And Ben Affleck is in that shit. Have no smoke for those men. But you have all the smoke for us. And that's the thing. That honorary white man shit is really getting on my nerves, man. People who are going from calling Johnathan Major ugly. That's one of these assholes. I already talked about that shit. Oh. It's open season on black female professionals, from doxing, death threats, campaigns to get them fired, but full protection for black men who's abusive, violent, or straight up hates black women. Another one of these shea butter Beyonce beehive bitches. Um, Uncle Ice Cube go to school your brother, man. Both Denzel and Cube are but they knew those women. They knew those women since childhood. So again, I don't know. You know, you guys are really just pulling a few examples, and those niggas are in a different generation than my man Majors. And the thing is, so the fuck what? A black woman isn't gonna magically make your life better. But here we go. Hate how black women are, I hate how black men. I hate how black men are saying this is why you need a black woman. In response to Johnathan Majors, yeah. No other time do they promote relationships with black women, but when they want someone to abuse in peace, they crown black women the prize. I hate this shit for us. I don't know. Maybe if you guys acted right, y'all may actually get princess treatment. But yeah, please tell me about that. All y'all gonna hate me for saying this, but just like how black women who are in interracial relationships don't come forward about their abuse, y'all are already calling this white girl everything but a child of God for just being with Johnathan Majors, not even for accusing him. Angry black woman. I seriously hope Johnathan Majors' victim is okay and has a support system, because the disregard she's going to get from people that care about their crush on him or celebrity is going to be horrific. I wouldn't be surprised if Disney's probably on that bitch's ass. It's like, hey, we already invested on this nigga, man. You ain't gonna fuck that up. We're gonna get movies out of him, so don't fuck that shit up. All black women going crazy over Johnathan Majors didn't realize that he been saying if it ain't snowing, it ain't. He never said that. He never said that. I mean, there's fucking rappers and people that you guys worship who treat black women like shit, but you guys rush to date them and entertain them. But a black man who dates a white woman and has never even said anything disparaging about you guys, now all of a sudden his love for black women is fake, and he's the second coming of Tommy Sotomayor. Shade Room comments saying Johnathan Majors should have avoided this by dating black women is disheartening. It's part people calling the victim a liar solely because she's a white woman, and part people are acknowledging that black women are expected to take abuse and suffering. Okay, girl, you doing your big headed shit too much. Ain't none of these hoteps, and this is my last time defending these hoteps. These niggas are not saying that. And this should actually be a warning to the hoteps, like Dr. Umar Johnson, who I know is going to make a video soon. This should, black women will never appreciate your love. Even when you're trying to promote black love, they're literally looking at that shit like, yeah, he don't mean that shit. Kind of reminds me of that Netflix movie, Happy to be Nappy. And you had this black woman who was dating this male beautician who was a pro-black, a black woman worshiper, and despite the dates, him introducing his daughter to her, the Sunlana Lakeham's character abandoned him out of nowhere, and even had the nerve to call him gay to her girlfriends. They don't appreciate you. She never even went back to the dude after she turned down the marriage with her fiance. They don't like you. Just like they don't like Umar Johnson. Just like they don't like any other pro-black of today. Just like these bitches aren't doing jumping jacks and swooping over Reza Islam. Or any of them niggas from the Nation of Islam. They don't butter up or kiss Louis Farrakhan's ass. Even though Louis Farrakhan will probably eat the pussy juice out of the nectar. They never appreciate pro-blacks. So that should be a lesson. Is it just me a second to realize why so many black women on Twitter are willing to throw Johnathan Majors under the bus so quickly? But I remember a few weeks ago when it was trending about his last relationship was a white girl. It makes so much sense now. Yep, jealousy, spite, same old shit. I didn't even know who the fuck Johnathan Majors was. If he did, it burned him. If he didn't, we can't be surprised how people react under a system of patriarchy that never sides with victims. Us black women are reacting to this. We are always fighting for everyone else. Since black men hate black women so much, I wonder what they'll come up with to blame the docile white woman for making Johnathan Majors attack her. Hey black women, this isn't our fight. Let's sit back and enjoy our popcorn. Who is this? Another troll white supremacist account. Okay, but are why straight black women okay? I just heard about Johnathan Majors. Black women are walking back their civil rights. What? Those black women are walking back their civil rights. Fine nonsense about Johnathan Majors now. I don't understand that. All right, so yeah, we got the gist. Oh, here. Is there a prop bet for who got next? If so, good enough to guess John, or do we have to specify? And look, they already wait on John Boyega to fail. But John Boyega, you was the same nigga talking about how much you praise them. And the thing is, when you make stupid ass statements about how much you love them and praise them, they hate you. And they will resent you. Because they don't even believe it. And black, you know what the thing is? It's deeper than them not believing that you love them. They don't believe that they deserve love. And they live for chaos. They live to destroy. The black woman is probably, I would say, the most asexual woman in the world by race. The most asexual. Because she lives to be unattractive. She lives to not be associated by you. She is proud to be independent. She is proud to leave your ass behind. Want you brothers to wake up, man. Yeah, makes no sense to me. But black women love sexualizing children. But that's a different topic. I think Johnathan Majors dying for some good old brown nipple furry coochie sex because he's been acting fertile the way he's been eyeing these fine black women. I see why he doesn't date black women. Y'all always have something negative to say about these black men. Same thing with Johnathan Majors. A black man that barely dates black women, laughing my ass off. I could care less about him. I mean, these days anyone can get a fucking check, so. So, there you have it. The reality check of how truly alone black men really are in America. It's a sad case, man. It's a sad case.